Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on My Life on a Hill. My name is Tracy. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you could get my video when I release them. So today I'm using my full covered square tips, and I'll be using these mold in order to decorate these nails along with these beautiful bright colors. The polish I got from Amazon, and I wasn't sure what type brand of polish I needed to use, and it was my first time even dealing with gel, so I got these, and actually I end up loving them. They work really well. I don't really have to put on that much coats, maybe 2 at the most, and I really like how they work for, I guess, my videos. You know what, I think this week or my next video I'm gonna try and do on my natural nails, which, if you can see on my right hand, is pretty much jacked up, but on my left hand, that's the last video I did with Easter nails. So I will be having a total of 3 videos with Easter nails. One was stamping, the second one were these that I have on, which is decals, and then these will be 3D mold. So I'll use there's 2 ways I'll do the molds. One, I have the 3D actual like mold itself. It's like it's just a 3D mold, and or also I'll be using gel polish for most of them, because the little the silicone molds are so tiny that it's so hard to put the molds in there. So I'm using gel polish to make most of them, but either way they still come out as a 3D effect. And it depends on which one you prefer working with. I don't work with acrylic, so it's hard for me to create these little design with the acrylic, because I can't handle the smell of it, and it really makes me sick. And so I did my research, and I got these molds from AliExpress, and you can mold them. It's kind of like working with clay or Play-Doh, only because you have to cure these in order for it to set. And once the room is not too hot, you could work with them as much as possible, but once it starts getting warm in your hands, it's like if you try to make flowers out of them, like a flower design, and the room or your hands get too hot from playing with it for too long, like molding it, make it into a circle, whatever, a ball, then when you put it on, sometimes you put it on the nail, you start forming a beautiful flower, and you start going to another nail, it tends to kind of like melt a little bit, like get soft, I guess. So you really have to know how to work with it. It's not rocket science, but it's just getting used to. So with these nails, I love all bright colors, and Easter's perfect for me because I could use all the bright colors that exist in the world, or that I have in my polish or gel supplies. So just to have fun, I decided to make every nail a different look on each hand, but I try to stick with the same color on the other hand. So maybe the marble effect is a little bit different on the right hand, but you will still get pink and yellow on both middle finger, basically. Maybe just a different design. So I was just decorating the nails with different marble effect, and I wasn't sure how many if I was going to use the glitter, so I kept them out just in case. I know I used the glitter for the thumb, and I decided just to decorate 3 of the nails with the 3D molds. So if you go to AliExpress, you could buy a lot of these molds from there, and I have a ton of them, and so I'm going to start utilizing more 3D like crazy design just for fun. Now with these nails, I'm just doing them for decoration purposes, and most people probably want to know how to actually build a nail and things like that. So I've worked with acrylic. I can't anymore. I've worked with builder gels. So certain types of builder gels, I realized that give me contact dermatitis. I'm not going to say the brand because I don't want to, what doesn't work for me might work for you. But one of the brands I really, really, really love is Orally Builder in a Bottle. I love working with that one. So, but I don't want to waste my because one of those bottles are like $24, I think, and that's just if it's on sale. So this right here is one of the egg molds, silicone mold, and I'm using the white gel polish. and I didn't use the 3D molds in order to form these eggs because they're just too tiny and it's just too hard to fit them in there. So I kind of like do a droplet of the gel polish and clean around like I'm cleaning right there, cure it, and take them out. So all my gel silicone molds that I have, never had this issue before. I did the second egg, I made different colors of them, and when I cure it, I could not take it out. The plastic cured with the gel polish, and I just can't get them out. So I have to have it sit in a little bit of acetone until it comes out eventually. So, because I'm not ruining it. And those egg molds were so hard to find. It's like it's like I was searching, and when I finally found them, I'm like, oh, now they're damaged. No way. I've had them for so long, waiting for this day to use them. So, but you know, hey, so check out my other videos, because like I said, the first one is stamping, and oh my gosh, that just like bam bam bam. When it came to stamping, it was in and out. I got it done. And if you know, sometimes stamping just doesn't work. You have to wipe it off, put it on, wipe it off, put it on. That's why it's best to do all these decoration on gel polish nails. Don't try to use regular lacquer, because if you make a mistake, you have to remove things, you ruin the polish too. And sometimes, like if you're doing marbles and all this effect, I just love how these carrots came out. Those were the best to me. Those were the best. The carrots were the best. I love those ones. Yeah, so if you invest a lot of time in polishing the nails with these beautiful colors, and then you have to wipe off the whole thing because you messed up either with the decal or the stamping. So a lot of these things, it's best to do it with the gel polish. So those are some of the carrots that I did, the rabbit, and also the eggs. I did the eggs white because I figured I would probably decorate them. So I was still playing with the idea. So I just went and did a lot of them, and then one time to put them on the nails, I was just gonna go with, you know, whatever fit at the time. So I'm using those. That's a 3D mold, and you can see it's a little bit, you know, a little bit hard, but my room is cold as well. But in the summertime, you can't play around with it that much. You know, the minute like you try to make, I'm trying to see maybe, I can't say for sure when, but I want to do nails with these and do flowers and do them with these to show that you could, you know, you don't have, you know, like I see on certain nail community that I'm a part of, that people are like, hey, do you think that this, like acrylic versus gel, Habilla gel versus a prayer system is like cheating over acrylic? It's the mastering of the acrylic. I'm like, why would you want to stick with something? Okay, for me, I already realized that I can't use acrylic because it's too strong for me. I do nails for me and for YouTube, and I'm not really looking into getting clients. I don't even have a business doing it. I have my license, and I was just still trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And then with the shutdown of everything, and a lot of salons are struggling, that I realized, guess what? You know, I'm glad I didn't invest into starting anything right now. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying making nails and decorating them and practicing at the same time. And it's been 1 year since I've had my license. So that's what I ended up doing with the nails. I ended up putting the, you know, only the 3, you know, fingers, and the middle, the pointing finger, the ring finger in each hand, and left the rest basic. So, well, I hope you like this video. Happy Easter. Be safe. I'm sorry that we're, you know, I feel sad that we're locked in. A lot of kids, you know, my husband used to wake up in the morning and put eggs all over the yard, and the kids used to go find them. But now they're older, they're not into that anymore. And I don't even want to get them Easter baskets because it's too much candy, and I don't like candy in the house. But they're not even into that. I figured I would make my own, put stuff they like in there. But they're really cool kids, man. I have the best kids. They don't stress about a lot of things, and they're 12 and 16. So anyway, stay safe. It's wet out here right now for us. So we're supposed to be at home, okay?